How to discover Japanese culture. How about experiencing Japanese culture in the towns of Hitome-sen Bonzakura? Here, we will introduce Zen meditation, tea ceremony, and a traditional Japanese garden. Hanshoin, a temple long beloved by the locals, is where you can experience Zen meditation. As you adjust your posture and breathing, your mind becomes in tune. This is the Zen meditation. Here, we'll take you through this process. First, the etiquette for entering the Zendo or Zen meditation hall. Enter from the left side by the pillar with your left foot first. When you enter, stop and bow your head to the Gohonzon, or the principal object of worship. When you come to your seat, put your hands together and bow to the Gohonzon again. Take a seat facing the Gohonzon. Place the center of your hips on a cushion called a zafu. Cross your legs, find your balance with the 3 points using both knees, and then rotate your body around the zafu. Keep your back straight and tuck your chin in. Relax your shoulders and keep the center of gravity at your hips. Try not to tilt your head or the upper body. Your hands should be positioned in the shape of a Hokkai Join. It is said to represent the universe that includes the nature and people around you. Visualize as if you were encompassing it. When you hear the ringing of the bell 3 times, begin the Zen meditation. During this time, keep your eyes open and your gaze tilted down 45 degrees. Settle your thoughts and try not to think. If your posture is not correct, the monk will give you a kyosaku or a warning. Put your hands together, tilt forward a little, and have the monk strike you on your right shoulder. When you are struck, your mind focuses and helps you concentrate on your Zen meditation. The session is over when the bell rings once. As you leave the Zendo or Zen meditation hall, you should feel refreshed. The next stop is the Shibata Museum of History and Folklore. Not only can you see an exhibition of a reconstructed traditional Japanese home, but you can also experience a traditional Japanese tea ceremony in the tea room during the Sakura Matsuri festival. First, let's take a look at the tools used for tea ceremony. This table we will be using is called a ryurei dana. The ceremony is held at a table, so those who have difficulty sitting on the floor can sit on a chair and still enjoy the tea ceremony. On the table is a bowl and a whisk to make the tea. There are also hanging scrolls, flowers, and other decorations in the tea room. These are also important for expressing the host's approach and the theme of the tea ceremony. Next, let's take a look at the etiquette of the tea ceremony. When the host enters the room, bow. In the beginning, tea sweets are brought to you. Pick up the sweets with your fingers and put them in your mouth, making sure not to make any noise. The host will fill the tea bowl with matcha, pour hot water, and prepare the tea wholeheartedly with a tea whisk. When the tea is brought to you, accept the bowl with your left hand. Bring your right hand on the bowl and say with gratitude, "Chodai tashimasu," or "Thank you," and bow. Rotate the bowl clockwise twice with your right hand. This is to show respect to the other person and to show the front or the most beautiful side of the bowl. Finish the tea in 2 or 3 sips, wipe the edge of the bowl with your fingertips. Then clean your fingers in a pinching motion with the paper on which the sweets were brought. Rotate the bowl so the front is facing you and admire the bowl, while taking care not to drop it. After that, return the bowl. And that's the process. Once the tea ceremony is over, you can learn about the utensils, hanging scrolls, and flowers from the host. You will experience the hospitality and the host's attention to detail. The etiquette of the tea ceremony may seem complicated, but there is a lot of thought put into each of the steps. There is also a copy of the Joan, a nationally treasured tea house located on the grounds. Oda Uraku, who was said to be a brilliant tea master, came up with this design, and the exterior alone is worth a visit. Next, let's visit the Sato family house to see the traditional Japanese architecture and gardens. Sato family house used to be a brewery of miso, soy sauce, and a kimono merchant's shop. This mansion was also a place for socializing. The pillars, folding screens, and transoms in each of the rooms are made of different kinds of wood and have different patterns. A feast for the eyes of visitors. The beautiful courtyard has what is called the Kare-san-sui, in which the stones represent water. It is said to depict various natural scenes and is designed to be admired quietly from indoors. Showing the courtyard to your guests is the highest level of hospitality. The silent, tranquil courtyard will calm and soothe the mind. Why not drop by and see what they have to offer?